I'm Mick Fury. Welcome to the Front Porch of America project. Hop in.
We're just gonna do one further. That's it.
I bet you're wondering if America is coming apart at the seams. Yeah, I was too.
I'm a chauvinist, therefore.
So I decided I might try to find out. I had a crazy idea to grab a couple friends, hop in a pickup truck, and set out across America to find the truth.
All right.
What follows is the tales and misadventures of three guys crammed in a pickup truck, tearing up the highways from coast to coast. Our mission is to drive 8,500 miles in 14 days on a shoestring budget and a couple of tacos. You might want to buckle up. Welcome to the Front Porch of America. We're in Nashville, Tennessee, about to embark on a 2-week, 8,500-mile journey. Hey, NSYNC called. They want their thermal back. Suck it. Our three-man team is embarking across the U.S. to interview folks from their front porches to find out if we're really as divided as the media keeps telling us. I'll divide you. That's disgusting. Old Moneybags over here is paying for everything himself. Like a moron. We're roughing it on this one. Along the way, we're gonna open the curtain to you as we shoot music videos, share our experiences from the road, and go behind the scenes of the songwriting process that inspired this whole adventure. Wow, that's really interesting. Roll the clip.
One further. That's great for the outtakes, so. What is the outtakes?
I think America's bitch slapping me right now.
On the first part of our journey, I wanted to investigate this divide I keep hearing about, with folks being so liberal or left-leaning or so conservative and right-leaning. Pete grew up in the greater Washington, D.C. area, so he's witnessed American politics firsthand. Pete creates news stories for folks who English is not their first language, and also is a very talented comedian. You're in D.C., which I guess would be considered a fairly liberal city. Like, what do you see on social media? What does your feed look like?
Just the East Coast in general is kind of a liberal bubble. Even the Republicans or right-leaning people here are still fairly left.
Here's a full disclosure and a disclaimer. I live in Los Angeles and work in the entertainment industry. Literally 100% of the people I work with are liberal.
I think it might be a money thing. I think on the right you have things like dark money networks. You have these Koch brother networks. These guys are writing policy and handing them out to legislators and being like, just pass this. I think there's just more money on that side. There's more people who want to protect their money. They want the tax cuts.
I'm not saying either side's innocent or guilty, but the left's poisoning of the discourse is to brand its opponents as being either evil or lying. If I say something that someone on the left, not everyone, but typically if someone on the left disagrees with me, almost always they do not address the merits of whatever my argument are. Okay. I am all of a sudden a racist, therefore you don't have to listen to me. I'm a bigot, therefore I'm wrong. I'm a chauvinist, therefore.
With conservatives, in arguments that I've had with them, it's almost like talking to someone who's really religious who says, and we've had this conversation, this is the book that I go by. I'm not going to deviate from that book.
Finger pointing and laughing when Obama was, the right lost. His I won. One of the first things our president says is essentially, Republicans go fuck yourself. Okay. Elections have consequences. Well, yes, they do, and this one did too. But you don't want these consequences. Now you get angry.
The frustration that started around 9 years ago, and it swung one way. There was frustration on one end. That has been appeased as of 1 year ago, and I feel like it's too soon for the mending to happen.
The deer would not be swift without the wolf. Okay? I think that it helps all political discourse. It will help the right, and I'm nobody's Republican. I think the Republican Party would be better with a stronger Democratic Party, a less demagogical, a less angry, a less, just petulant, spiteful Democratic Party.
You don't want to hate the other side, and it wasn't that long ago that the other side wasn't evil.
There are a whole lot of great principles on the left. There's a whole lot of well-intentioned people on the left that care about people and want things to be better.
It's going to keep going back and forth until there's enough frustration that we need to unify, or kind of sadly in the way the world is going, something occurs that brings us together and makes us realize how petty this really is.
When I'm on the road, my truck windshield gets covered in bugs. I turn to Purple Power. It's got the power of purple, so you know it takes that bug goo right off your windshield.
So powerful. So purpleful.
It's purple, so you know it's good.
So purple.
So in the future, for your windshield needs, Purple Power's the way to go.
Purple Power.
Traveling across the country as a touring musician or in making this project, I see people very quick to jump to sides on an issue. I hear right-leaning people saying that all liberals want to give it all away and not make anybody work for it. And I hear left-leaning people saying that conservatives are all selfish and want to keep it all for themselves. In our experiences on the road, we saw a great deal of generosity from both liberals and conservatives. Unfortunately, we also saw the bad that can come from each side of the aisle. That was the inspiration for this next song. Take a listen.
I'm the bear and I'm the bull. Yeah, I don't feel the squeeze, but you do. Generation greed. You love me, you hate me. I am what you made me. I'm a man of my time. I'm better, I'm smarter. If you worked a little harder, you could live a life like mine. That's what I'd have you believe. Generation greed.
Join us on our next episode where we head to New York City and then turn west to find out how living in a big city or a small town affects the way you see the world.
Mick, it is your Uncle Lipper. Listen up.
You love me, you hate me. I am what you made me. I'm a man of my time.
Front Porch of America Project.
Front Porch of America Project.
The Front Porch of America Project.
Front Porch of
Hey
America
guys,
Project.
it's the Front Porch of America
Front
Project.
Porch of America Project.